I'll let you basically introduce yourselves to them.
I'm Reyes. I'm here from the Oyata Group.
Hi, I'm Carolina Capellan. I'm the Bronx Regional Director for Grand Street Early Childhood Program.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aaron Sanders. I'm the Deputy Director of Government and Community Relations at Grand Street Center.
Thank you. And
My name is, hello everyone, good evening. My name is Andres Madrigal. I'm one of the Education, Youth, and Young Adults community members. Happy to see you guys here.
Stephen Palmer's Community Coordinator, BXCB1.
Anthony Jordan, District Manager to the Board. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Madam Chair. This is a reminder for everyone, if you're speaking for the first time to our auto recording group, make sure you say your first and last name when you start speaking so that our auto recording group can be able to record your name. And our meeting is being broadcast live at our Bronx Community Board #1 YouTube page. Thank you, Madam Chair.
And also we have
Samuel McNeil. I'm an intern here at Community Board 1.
so new business, we had a presentation from the Grand
This, Madam
Street.
Chair, to make sure we know we vote that we are having other members will be joining us.
Okay, so you wanna wait?
Yeah, no, we can start, but members will be joining us.
You guys want to start the presentation now, or you want to wait like 5 minutes for other people?
Whatever you prefer.
We could
We can
start.
let the group start and then we can do the presentation. Is that okay with you, Chair?
Yeah, of course.
So is with your approval, we will be revising or amending the agenda as printed.
Yes.
Okay. Any objection? Otherwise?
Nope.
Let's see, you're up. Please stand up to the table so you can start with the.
Sure, post this around, flyer it around.
Thank you. Oh,
It'll be quick, thank you for letting me go first. Don't have a presentation. Thank you. Just gonna do a quick round of what organization is all about and why I'm here for. So the Oyata Group is a nonprofit organization located here in the South Bronx, specifically 138 on Concourse. Our mission is to basically alleviate poverty. And the way we do is we do it through various programs that help and uplift our community. We pour resources and economic development and community small business, but mainly our focus also is uplift the youth. And we have a multiple after school program for high school and college students. We also have one of our biggest programs, which is a program for undocumented students in high school, in college. And specifically today, I want to talk about the Brown and Hendricks Scholarship Fund. So the flyer that you have in front of you is the information for the scholarship, and I'll give you a little bit of background on what the scholarship is all about. So Brandon was a Bronx native that was heading into college, was also a Bronx River participant, and he was on his senior year heading into college, but he was at the wrong time at the wrong place. He was, unfortunately, his life was taken because due to gun violence. It was a big thing in the Bronx, and we lost a young man due to gun violence. And so our founder, president, CEO, Tomas Ramos, personally worked with him, and to honor his life and legacy, decided to create this scholarship up until he's passed away. The scholarship has benefited many students in different universities and different states. And so it basically, at the beginning, we were granted $5,000 of one single check for about 4 students, but now it becomes, about 2 years ago, it became $20,000, and now we only pick a male and a female from the Bronx. They gotta be Bronx residents, they gotta go also school in the Bronx, and the way that a scholarship works is that once they apply and get selected, they receive $5,000 at the beginning of their freshman year, and then they stay in touch with us in a way of mentorship. And once they're done with their first year in college, they have the opportunity to work with us to find an internship while they're off in college. So in the second year, they get $5,000, and throughout the next 4 years, they get the $20,000. But the scholarship again goes beyond just the money. It goes beyond mentorship. They get opportunities with us. They get to access to our network and the different things that they want to do, and just support to see what they want to do after college, right? What else am I missing? Oh, so the application is being open already ever since the holidays, and it will stay open to March 31st. Again, any seniors that are heading into college, doesn't matter where they go, if it's a private or public university, they want to stay here, or in different, a scholarship. If they have a scholarship, doesn't matter either. We just wanna make sure that they're from the Bronx, they're heading into college. And so, yeah, encourage anybody, if you have siblings or any kids that you think they qualify for, you can encourage them to apply. And I just wanna emphasize too that, the scholarship doesn't go straight to the university or goes to pay financial aid. They get a physical check, literally a physical check, and they can cash it in bank accounts and they can use it at their disposal. And the reason we do that is because we believe that, financial is not everything when you're in college. Like financial aid looks like in different ways. You need money for books, for transportation, you name it, for a lot of things, to party, So that's what we do it that way. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. But you can find also the application by scanning the QR code and our website and our social media, LinkedIn is everywhere. And also I can send this information online if you want me to.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm actually following the Oyate group Instagram page. I'll
Thank
be
you.
posting it
I
on
appreciate
our
it.
website. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
also noticing that you guys had a couple like programs for like real estate and stuff
Yeah.
like that I just
Yeah.
recently posted.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I could also mention a little bit more about the after school programs if I have time. So the after school programs is basically, we got two. One of them is for sophomores and juniors, and those focuses on different tracks. The tracks are businesses, arts, civic engagement, AI and technology, and then the other one is like beats, rhythms, and music. And so basically what they come into our places to learn different skill sets in those areas, but also making sure that they develop in leadership skills. And the way we do is that we hire professionals that they can focus on those tracks and also teaching this concept. Now, at the end of their 2 years in the program, because we take them as early as a sophomores, when they juniors, they have the opportunity to travel internationally and during the summer. And the way we do it is that they have to keep up with the program, finish the project, present, have a good attendance, also good attendance in school, and then they have the opportunity to travel to Costa Rica or Panama. Just to emphasize, all these opportunities and programs are fully paid. We cover all the way from as little as the traveling from the home place to the airport, plane tickets, stay in their countries, meals over there. We also have professionals already working on the ground, making sure that there is, in case of an emergency, to evacuate our students that can, get out of the country as soon as they can. But we also partnered up with Global Glimpse, which they also have an intensive experience on working with young people doing this type of traveling. And so why the traveling component? We do it because we want to show our youth that, by traveling you can explore the world, explore different things and maybe find a passion of things that you would like to do in the future. And we have young people to talk about this trip and get into universities like Syracuse University, I believe schools. And so it's just so much that the program and the traveling component can offer to our youth, but more importantly, stay, focused and busy, so a lot of our youth, just go home and maybe watch TV or like just, be outside, and we don't want that to happen, right? So they be in our space from 3:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. They get meals, they get snacks, they got water, they got all the resources and everything that they need in our space in order to ensure that they feel comfortable and busy and focused on the program. So that's one of them, and the other one is the internship for undocumented students. That is more related to the workforce, because once they apply, they have to do 30 hours per month, and then we put them up in different internship opportunities that we partnered up with organizations like higher education institutions like Columbia University, Fordham University, and businesses like State Farm, Coro, New York, and they explore different areas and work in offices that of their interest. So they get paid a higher amount for this program. For every 30 hours that they complete a month, they get a stipend for $500. We do different workshop development skill sets every month in order to ensure that our young people is also prepared to take the challenges once they graduate from college. And the reason we do that is because, undocumented people usually come into this country when they're young, they don't know why they're here, and they have a lot of doors that are being closed because they don't have a social security. So we want to make sure that they have those opportunities available to them and to the schools. Yeah. So that's what I got for our youth and education and our efforts to continue to support our families and communities across the Bronx and New York City. So if you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. I don't want to take up time.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you for, and thank you CEO for, definitely having you come out to talk about, this very prestigious, all of us should know, if we don't already, about the Brandon Hendricks story and how it impacted, so many lives and how it's changing our incarceration system, hopefully for the better, in reference to in our criminal justice system. Now, so I'm assuming that you followed the scholar for 4 years for the
Correct.
4-year degree.
Yes.
It's encouraging also scholars to get accepted to a 4-year college, right? Some of our communities, as you know, only does 2 years, so some of our scholars only seek a 2 year. What is that? How do you handle that situation where a scholar goes to a community that only allows 2 years?
So we haven't really had a student who applied who was going to a 2-year, university or college. Although we wouldn't deny anybody in regards if they say, hey, I want to go to Hostess Community College, they might get, 10 grand for a year. That's what I would say that we'll do, because we know that there's a need. Some of the students that attend 2-year university maybe have families sometimes. Some of them do have other needs like housing. And maybe that house them, it will help them to pay for rent. Things like that. So we don't really necessarily turn anyone away because of what they're going. The scholarship is regardless of documentation and status too. We don't check any of that. We don't do any background check of any of that nature. The only thing that we ask them is to complete the application, answer the question thoroughly, submit a resume, and also prove that they're heading into a college or university.
So I'm excited to hear about the application process. There is some time, but some people should be able to hit the ground running now because March will be here soon.
Yeah.
Tell me about the review process, or I understand that it happens in March. Is there a committee? Is there a team? How does the review process take place?
That is actually a good question. So in order for us to figure it out a way that it stays partial and fair for everybody, actually the family, the mom, Brandon's coach, and his uncle are also part of the committee. So they're granted all the information about all the applicants, all the information that they need to know about the students, and they jump into the committee. And there's only 1 or 2 staff that join the committee from our organization, to make sure that we have representation, but mainly the committee is composed by Brandon's mom, uncle, and coach, because we knew that these were the people that were close to Brandon and the people who were actually knew him. And so we want to ensure that, our students also understand his story and the importance of why they will be granted this scholarship.
And we're also excited to hear about the work that you're focusing on Bronx Nights. Unfortunately, we find that our young people from the Bronx don't always have the opportunity to have access to scholarships. Most of them push towards loans, which unfortunately leads them in some financial ruin, but the scholarships as much as possible. And so we're excited about this, and I would love to be able to, like our chair mentioned, this is being shared widely on social media.
Yeah.
I believe that the work of in the name of this young man, but also ensuring that young people who are going to continue their education can have an opportunity to get some financial support. So I appreciate you coming out again. Good to see your face. And your organization's work, and we'll continue to follow that going forward. And thank you for sharing more information about your other program. Thank you, Chair.
Of course, if anything we can help, I think my email, I send with the PDF format request. You can email me whenever, call me up for the general meeting, and happy to engage. And if there's an opportunity also to come straight to, talk to students at the schools, we'll be happy to happy to do that. We also have other members of the team that are willing to come to the schools and do the average correction.
Of course, thank you.
Is there any requirements for parents, if they that come with their need, like if it's income based on the store, or that's not?
Not necessarily,
Oh, that's
it would
great.
not affect, the student's ability to apply or
Okay,
present
that's
the scholarship. I think that the new thing that we did this year was only to know, if the student is receiving any help like HOP, EOP, just to have an idea, what the students are heading to, because what that help us to, make sure that they also have the support that they need once they get into the campus.
Right.
Because, sometimes it's difficult, once they be granted, the scholarship, but we wanna know what's the situation in the campus.
No, of course.
Are there part, of like any, admission, grant that helps the student to, survive, like the resources in the campus? In my example, I'm a HOP, recipient, I become a huge advocate for the program. It wouldn't be for the HOP program, I wouldn't graduate, from college, so. And for me, it really helped me, and they provided a lot of the resources available to me, so we wanna make sure that that's also the case for the students, and our scholarship.
And I also had a quick question regarding the application. So did you mention that you also need to craft a resume for this, or is it just a personal statement?
Correct,
Yeah.
so it's a resume,
Yeah.
they have to also submit, their, acceptance letters to any university that they're going to for, formal proof. They also like, questions in the application about Brandon, why they're in college, like, asking what they wanna do. And I think that the other requirement is, I think it's just a resume, yeah.
Okay.
It was like briefly.
Yeah, okay, got
But we're not expecting like a resume of like super detailed,
Okay.
like, we understand that, they're still in high school and like the formats are not be the same.
Right.
So you're not gonna be held as like you're applying for a job.
Yeah,
Right.
Pretty much.
Just little, tell me about yourself.
Exactly, yeah, like if you're, for example, volunteer in this organization, tell us,
Right.
what you did there.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much.
All right.
Yeah.
But they could definitely reach out to the group though if they have any questions or need help, maybe crafting the resume.
Of course, yeah, we encourage them to
Okay.
work with us,
Right,
and
great.
like to ask questions,
Mhm.
I remember last year, I went to Kid Pratt, the school here in, by,
Park Avenue.
yes, thank you. The students were super engaged and they were asking, so many questions, and they were even following up later on, with me, and like, I think one or two of them, for the other programs, they submitted an application that was not that great. And then I told them like, hey, let me see if they can look at it, I'll get back to you. And it wasn't that good, and they submitted a better one, and they got into the program, you know what I mean? So,
Okay, great.
I think that's the way for us to work with them.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
Thank you so much.
And I didn't, here you go.
Oh, I
Oh, yeah,
you give me color
I
ones
color
too.
one.
I took an extra one from my school.
Yeah, I have more if
Yeah, you can actually.
Oh yeah, we can. Oh,
But you.
I'm taking it to the school.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
Why?
Yeah, that's right.
We're
Like
not
I said,
kid, but you
can
know,
reach out to
DOE
me after
schools.
this and our meeting, come to the school and, and talk to the students directly.
Oh yeah, you have your
absolutely.
card on here, or we have it.
No, but I can give you one. Where's mine?
So in this committee, we have principals and other educators.
Oh,
That'd
that's,
be great to
that's wonderful. Yeah, no, where is my card? I know. You know what, I'm just gonna, you might.
Yeah, so you write it on one here, and then I'll share with my colleagues as well.
Yeah, that'll be great. Take this.
And it's the perfect time, because now they're receiving their instructions and.
So
Right.
it's alexander@oyatagroup.org.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, my little cousin, she got a second tonight.
Oh,
congrats.
That's so
exciting.
By the way, we take our students to an overnight college trip. So this year we're going into DC area and Philadelphia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Everything we do is paid for, by the way. We don't ask anybody or any parents for anything. Is everything covered?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how many people or how many students are you looking to accept in this upcoming cohort? I'm sorry if I missed that.
For the scholarship?
Not the scholarship. The scholarship says 2,
Uh-huh.
right? But the program where you all are taking students to these
Yeah, so the
scholarship
after
for
school
women?
program, it's called Rise Leadership. That one we have said 75 students.
Rise
Wow.
Leadership. Do you have space now, or is it a post?
Well, the application will open around April.
So it's for
Yeah.
juniors then for next year.
Juniors and sophomores, it's starting in October. The program runs from October to May.
You said Rise
Rise Leadership, yeah.
Leadership.
Yeah, I should have been more proud of that.
And you said that's 75 students.
Correct.
Application March for the following school year.
For the following school year, starting in October.
And please share your flyer with the district manager.
I will, yeah. Yeah. The thing is that
Always come next
this is
month.
what we have open right now, and that's what I came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But I can't afford all that information, you know.
And where is it located again? This the route.
138 Grand Concourse.
You said say it again.
138
138.
in Grand Concourse, yeah.
What's the cross street?
138. Oh,
Yeah,
138?
Car Course.
Oh, you said 138 in Grand Concourse.
Yes.
Ah, I thought the address was 138 Grand Concourse.
276 Grand Concourse.
Okay. I'm sorry. Say it again.
276 Grand Concourse.
And that's at 138th Street.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
It's my heaven.
Well, yeah, it's between, like, the avenue. So
See
you
what
put
Host was at?
276. 'cause then
Host
they'll
house,
probably
yeah.
make you
Down,
the other
one
way
block
than the
down.
other way.
Yeah.
So 276.
The U-Haul truck office.
Ah.
Right. From there.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, by the grocery store.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, yeah. You can shoot me an email. Happy to chit chat. Zoom or come to your school. Love to do that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Appreciate you.
Good night, yeah.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Yeah,
care.
good night, yeah.
Thank you.
Good night.
Alright, so the next presentation we have, the grand, not this one, this is the Grand Street Settlement, yeah. Let me go,
Good afternoon, everyone. For the record, my name is Aaron Sanders. I'm the Deputy Director of Government and Community Relations at Grand Street Settlement.
Hi, everyone, I'm Carolina Capella, I'm the Bronx Regional Director for Grand Street Settlement.
So at the outset, we want to thank the Youth Committee for having us here and allowing us to give
The arrow.
briefing. A briefing on our new Head Start Center that's in development at 560 Concord Avenue. Before we get into the specifics of the actual Head Start Center, we want to do a little level setting and give you some historical context about Grand Street Settlement and why we're developing this child care center in this moment in time. So first we'll begin with the overview of our mission and the populations we serve. And then my colleague will discuss some partnerships that she's expanding and how we hope to partner with you all, as well as some career and child care recruitment opportunities for individuals and families in the district. And we'll close and share our information. So Grand Street Settlement is a 110-year-old organization. This year we're celebrating our 110th year. Our origins is on the Lower East Side. The organization was originally founded to support immigrant communities that came to New York City. And since then, we have expanded our mission to support communities in Brooklyn, Lower Manhattan, and the Bronx. Our program areas fall into various buckets. I know we're here to discuss childcare, but we also support older adults with food pantry programming, social and recreational opportunities, as well as individuals with supportive services such as benefits assistance, housing, and job support. On this slide, you'll see several of our center-based institutions in Manhattan and Brooklyn, respectively, and we're building out 4 others right now in the Bronx with the hope of meeting the demand of childcare needs here in the community district. And I just want to take a moment to discuss our intentionality around hiring. So most of the individuals that we hired to work at Grand Street are from the community. And with this expansion, we're hoping to hire individuals from Community District 1 because we understand the importance of a good job and what it means for a person's quality of life. And so we're really excited to bring not only childcare opportunities, but viable job opportunities, which we'll discuss a bit more, ranging from teaching opportunities to administrative positions that are currently online. And so these numbers have changed a bit since we've been in the Bronx for a little over a year. But as you can see, many of our staff that we hire are directly from the community. And as we officially open our sites, we hope to increase that contingent that you see in the Bronx. And so I'm excited to turn over to my colleague, Carolina, to talk about the work she's been doing over the last year, some of the programs that she's been developing and partnerships, and potentially how we could partner with you all.
Hey everyone, thank you for having us. I'm happy that there's a lot of educators. As you know, that early childhood is the foundation, is vital for later years. You guys talking about scholarship and all that, and when we think about the work that we do here, we'll get our kids started in the topics that we have. So we're opening 5 centers all around the Bronx, but the one that is very close to you is in 560 Concord. That was gonna host 58 children from 2 to 4 year old. We're currently looking for families to join our program. So that would be great if you can definitely send them our way. And our program is unique, and we'll have a unique style that I'll talk more about how the enrichment activities go with education. If you don't know about Head Start is an evidence-based program that not only works on education, but works in the family dynamics and provides the tools. I call it the early childhood of the Home Depot of early childhood. Like, they give the tools and the parents continue to build their house. It's a partnership with the parent. Some schools sometimes it's more about what they learn in school, but here it's providing those tools. So whatever they learn in school, it can continue at home. Because we know that kids at home most of the time watch TV on screen time, and that brain and the neurons are not exploring we want. And there's a gap between our kids here in the Bronx and our kids somewhere else. So my job as a Bronx native is to stop that. And that's the reason we're here, to really support our babies in the Bronx. And we want to partner with you and see how we can work together now that we're going to be so close, and how we can connect. One of our biggest challenges is actually hiring, and we want to hire people from the community, because one thing that I have worked, and I've been about 17 years in early childhood, is that when you hire people from the community, they understand the challenges that our family face, and they even work harder because they want to see the change. And we would love to see more of that. He provided some flyers, our website they can apply to. I'll leave my emails there. You can send resumes. And like my colleague said, we're hiring from teachers, directors, all the way to maintenance, floaters. So it can go if a high school diploma and up. We have competitive salaries, and we're here to work with the community. So we really would love that support. We also right now, because we received our grant last year and our centers are still being built out, we have a partnership with family childcare programs. So we right now have 31. In this community, we have about 4 in this district. And what we provide with the family childcare program, we provide some professional development, but we also provide some funding. So additional to the funding that they get for every child that they have, they get an additional funding per child. And they can use it for extra activities to improve their space. But they also get some content areas experts to go to their home and make their home daycare to compete with some center-based programs. So this is our new center that is really close here at the 560 Concord. As you can see, because we're so close to the Children's Museum, that's the theme. So when you go in, there's a lot of books around, the colors are that. And I'm really excited. Everything is brand new in the center, so they will have best of the best. We will have 5 classrooms, 59 children, and about 18 qualified staff to really work with their children and family. We want the space that's gonna be playground, so gross motor area, because we know, I don't know if you guys are aware, that one of the biggest delays in our children in our community is gross motor because of small living spaces, so providing that in the community is gonna be extremely important. Thank you. So we can't do it alone. It's a partnership, right? And we know that education goes beyond the classroom. And so we are partnering with the Bronx Children's Museum. They will be doing activities for us, and children will be going there on a weekly basis. We partner with the Bronx School of Music. Our goal is that every child will leave with a violin at least when they graduate from our program. We partner with the Sylvia Kitchen. We're trying to change. We know that diabetes and high blood pressure is one of the biggest deaths in the Bronx. So providing safety, and our kids are going to build their own recipe book starting now. So starting from 2 years old, we're teaching them recipes, and they will bring it to the homes, and parents will have nutrition programs to support that. We also are doing gardening, yoga. We also are in talks with the Bronx Zoo to see how we can incorporate the STEM and the science within our classroom and our children. We have engaging parents activities. We're talking with Fatherhood of America to be able to bring father programs into it, and it will be a group that Richie Torres and we have talked with others to come in and do. We have policy council. One of the aspects of Head Start program is that parents have a voice in our program. They know what they can say, who we can fire, who we can hire, what type of, they want to see the money be used, what type of activities they want to use. So those are some of the things that we have. And we also have for our parents that want to continue school, a pipeline program with Bronx Community College that they can start with our job, and we will support them with the tuition, and they can go to Bronx Community College and get their CDA and then apply for their associate. And we also, in the past, I think about 4 or 5 of our own employees have went from having a CDA, continuing education, now having a master's from Backstreet, one of the best schools of education. So, right, as you see, these are our programs that are opening. We have Pelham Parkway, 2305 White Plains, Cortona, 1811, Cortona Avenue, West Farm, 899 East 180th, Mount Haven, that we're partnering with New Settlement, if you guys know that new settlement program, so we have one there. And Mount Haven Child and Family Center, that's the program that is District 1, and that's the one we want to partner with you guys. We need your help for the new kids on the block, and because the experience that you have, you can definitely guide us where we should be going to get these kids in personnel. As I said, we have 31 providers around the community, so there's also for parents that maybe they're not ready for education or they have smaller children that are under 2, that we're able to partner up, and we can say that they have monitoring and their support, and your child will be well taken care of. So this is our information. Everything is there. Any questions?
So how do you all partner up with the city, especially with this new initiative with what is it, 2-year-old and up for? Like, what is that?
Universal.
What would that look like in
That's a
relation
great
to
question.
this?
I
Do you
can answer
want-
that. So
yeah.
we've been a part of the New York Regional Area for Child Care advocacy campaign over the last year. And we've been meeting with the city council to push for the pilot funding, which was awarded last fiscal year. We're still very much involved in the 2 Care fight, but we're also partnering with the governor to get some discretionary funding from the state to layer that. So we're very much involved in those conversations this advocacy season, and we're hoping by June that we'll have that funding to support not only 2 Care, but universal pre-K and 3K as well, which the mayor has made commitments to. But we've been working directly with other nonprofits and both the mayoral and gubernatorial administrations.
So is it to be separate, or are you all working together?
Well,
I don't know how this is set
No,
up.
Head Start has criteria that you have to meet. You have to be income eligible. With the universal 2K, there's no income involved, so anyone can apply. So we will have both programs in our center, so we will be able to serve even more. That will be our goal. We have some centers that already have Head Start and have DOE, and they work together in that sense.
And the 2 Care funding comes directly from the DOE and direct Head Start funding.
Yes.
So when you all aim to have this open by fully staffed and accepted?
April, May, around that area. It's already construction is finished. What we need support is hiring the staff. We will be able to get our permit, our city permit, our DOH is what we're talking. So that's where we are.
Well, we're gonna have a hiring fair in the spring.
Yeah.
But it might be a little too late.
In April, can you please give us, we will definitely
Yeah,
come.
for sure.
Yeah,
We will take that.
there was a new law that before you were able to apply for the permit and they will give it to you, but now they're requiring that teachers are hired before doing it. So that's what we're
Makes
waiting. The
sense.
minute that we have that,
Make sure
we
it's
will be
Yes.
able to open.
active.
Yeah.
And then we heard you all do a book fair, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
so
a book
Book
exchange.
exchange.
Yeah.
Book exchange.
Yeah, we're gonna donate some books. We have
That's
some
cute.
Mastery Way, there's early childhood books is again our
Well, that's
focus.
amazing.
But our agency is so big, we also have new programs that I'm gonna reach out to the other departments to see what type of books. So we have a book called The Mastery Way, and it talks about children transitioning to kindergarten. So I definitely will work with that.
That sounds
I feel like
awesome.
those
Thank
books is
you.
all actually needed.
We're always looking for definitely
Definitely Spanish language too.
and Spanish language as well. What does that mean?
The school is legit down the block from my house.
Wow.
And I noticed, when they were painting the wall, I had passed by them, but I actually thought it was the other daycare that was there that was just yeah, I thought they were just upgrading, like updating their their presence, but it was really nice, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. It brings light to that neighborhood because unfortunately that area is not the best area.
You're gonna see a lot of music now. a lot of-
Yeah, no, that's amazing. It's needed. Maybe it would deter the drug use in that area because since there's no light on that street, that's where they come together all night, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that area is just super dark. Maybe also that's probably what we could ask for if we could get lights in that area. Only because since in the morning when they come drop off their kids, I won't be surprised how many syringes you'll see in that area.
Okay.
Solely because at nighttime it gets horrible.
That's something that.
Yeah, and we can work with the local council member and the
Yes.
assembly member to get
I
that.
definitely recommend it. They could add more lights, maybe garbage cans on that corner. Simply because you're gonna have like more traffic in that area, and again,
Those
there's a
are
lot
all
of junkies.
operations of the community board, so the community board can help with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, but since they have it upcoming, I'm sure they could ask for some things on their behalf, like hey, it's dark in this area in the morning. So how early will you guys be dropping?
8 o'clock. So right now we will offer after school depending on the need of the parents. So if we have a lot of parents that are in need, we'll do 8 to 4 or 8 to 5. But if there's parents, we'll do 8 to 4.
Awesome. Can I ask you mentioned one of these centers, was it the Mount Eden that's in connection with New Settlement?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about the difference between New Settlement and your organization, Grand Street Settlement? Just felt because I've heard of New Settlement a lot too. Just wanted to learn more about the difference.
So we're 2 settlement houses.
Okay.
They focus on a lot of youth work, a lot of senior citizens, like a lot of more wellness. They're very big on wellness. They have a swimming pool, but again, it's about supporting the community. They didn't have an early childhood program, like Head Start program, so that's the way. It's the new model. Some 2 settlement houses getting together is different, but it allows for all type of services. Hey, we got this, let's work together for the people.
That's
Compare them
good.
compete, right? So I'm really excited about it. So we're in the 2nd floor. We have about 4 classrooms in New Settlement, and we're partnering with them to support the families in the early childhood, and then they can go into their after school. So it's also a pipeline for children, and we can even try to monitor to see how they go and continue because they have youth programs and see if the work that we did from 0 to 3 was vital for them to continue.
Ooh, and can I ask another question?
Sure, all the questions you want.
Thank you. Because when I was a baby or a young kid, I was part of Head Start too out of Montefiore. So I definitely am a strong advocate, and I wanted to learn more about you. We talked a little bit about the government ties, but what is the funding pool for a Head Start program? Like how much of it is it government? Is it all government funding,
It's all
private?
federal. If you're a direct grantee, it's all federal.
Federal.
There's delegate
Oh,
means that if you apply for DOE,
Yeah.
you'll be able to get funding through that way, and it's a
Wow.
different pool.
Because
And
there was
that's-
some tension at the federal. Weren't they going to cut, or there was some uncertainty around Head Start funding?
Absolutely, and then as a caveat, some center-based organizations in New York City receive funding directly from the city as opposed to the federal government. Currently, that's in limbo, for obvious reasons.
Yes.
But I would say half of our operating budget is from the federal office of Head Start, but there is funding from the city to support some of the smaller center-based institutions. And we'll also be using that to support some of the FCCs, right? Yep.
Yes.
So these small businesses will have the support that they need.
FEC's family and
Child care.
but
I'm sorry.
child care. Okay. Thank you.
And these are, moms and dads that open their own business at their home, and they have the best intentions, and with us, they bring their program to a different quality. They understand the importance of curriculum,
Yeah.
they're training on that,
Yeah.
they're training on scheduling and routines. So they're not just a regular program, I believe that we're training them to be expert in education in early childhood for our kids.
Absolutely, because I found it so interesting. You mentioned gross motor skill and gross motor development for kids who might be born and raised in the city and might be, I never thought of that before.
Yeah, I
Wow.
did a study a few years ago, and I noticed that a lot of children were being referred to EI very
Mhm.
early. And then we did a whole survey, and we noticed that there was a lot of children that are living double up. They're living in a room, what we call double up in early childhood world, and they don't get enough floor time because of the spacing.
Wow.
And a lot of us don't like taking our kids outside in the winter because we say that they're gonna get sick. But educating parents that the cold will make them sick. But the importance of going out and exploring. Children learn by play.
Yeah.
Children learn by exploring. That's why if you go somewhere else, parks are full. In our cities and our neighborhoods, they're not as much, so we want to increase that. So we'll do nature walks, we'll do groups for mommies, walking groups for mommies. We have a lot of things, it's about doing a partnership with them and providing those tools. We're not here to judge, they're the expert of their job. We're here to provide the tools for them to make it better. Whatever they're doing, just put in a little bit extra, a little bit better.
Awesome.
And if there's events that we can support, we'd be more than happy to.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll definitely get the books. Me and Aaron will work on
Thank
that.
you so much.
For you now that we know that. And when our center's open, we'll welcome you guys to do an open house. So you
That'd
can
be
see the center.
awesome.
We can definitely talk about that.
Yeah. I have a little brother, he's 2.
Oh, welcome.
Yes.
My back is just walking right down.
So
Yeah.
Right down the block.
Yeah, welcome. And again, this is for the community. We want to get as many members of the community and also as many members in our policy council to bring the changes that we can do in our center.
Mm.
Through that.
Thank you.
So I have a question, Chair.
Yeah, of course.
So can you give us an example, thank you for your presentation, example, either historically in other sites and, that the policy council model worked for your programs?
Policy council is mandated through Head Start. We received Head Start grant, and what they felt, and Head Start's been in existence for 61 years. So what they felt is that we allow parents to be part of the table. They'll be more interested in what's going on in their child's life. So I'm new to Grand Street. It's been about a year in the sense, and our program is opening. But in my past, we opened a community library, and that was an apparent idea. They started a running club for themselves. They started a reading club on their own, and we just provided the space for it, and it became a community. And after a while, parents started babysitting each other's children, and they started like a support type thing of motherhood. And that's what we want here at the same time. I want to mimic some of the things, my experience, but also what this community needs and understand, and they will bring the voice, I'm from the Bronx, but Bronx community have different needs. So by having those parents share, look, this is what we need, this is what we're going. And one piece that I forgot to share, we also have a benefit assistance program. And this program, what it is, it will provide parents with any type of support they need to apply for housing. We also have grants, and the parents that we provide paying for utility bills. If there's an emergency, we just had a parent that passed away, we provided money for funeral costs. We're helping them get HRA. So there are some great benefits of that.
And then can I add one more thing about the policy council? So from a policy perspective, the National Head Start Association does like a quarterly advocacy day, and they select certain parents from across the country who are involved in the policy council to do direct lobbying, sort of speaking about the efficacy of Head Start funding and what it means. So if they're selected, they have that ability to actually learn additional advocacy skills that would benefit the program.
That's awesome.
You spoke about also the policy council being, or the parent being engaged in staffing decisions and choices that made. How has that been? How's that been successful?
Yeah, it is. Our policy council meets with every member, so that's why one of the things I will share that our hiring is a little bit lengthy, because not only do they meet with us, but they also meet with the policy council, and they ask questions, and then we decide if we'll be able to hire. Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they see things that we don't see. And if, we definitely, if it's someone that we really feel that, we can definitely go to the table and negotiate and talk to them and what the reasons. But most of the time we understand and we follow their directives.
This is a new site, so how do you set up the policy council here?
Parents that are going into our programs, she will do a PowerPoint presentation, encourage them to apply. It is like they have to, it's a voting system, so they have to run, like similar to any, so they start learning that, they have to do a speech and parents vote them in.
So it's like a PTA?
Yeah, similar to PTA.
And
Cool.
I want to encourage that when you do the partnership with the kitchen part or this is the kitchen, you institute cooking classes, showing parents in real time or families how to engage, because I am of the system that if a kid learns something or creates a recipe or something, they will start making the requests, and the parents will start making healthier decisions. And stores, our Health and Human Services Committee is working on a model with that in April, where we're gonna be able to provide cooking classes to some of the produce. We have it at our food pantry here at the community board, because people some people would think that fruits and vegetables, and not, no jokes aside, are all canned, and they're not used to using it or fresh stuff, and so or kids will think that. So all that to say is that we want to encourage the cooking classes, preparing meals using healthier options. And these kids, when they go to the supermarket with their parents, they're able to say, "Mom, get me beets. I had it at I prepared a recipe at the store." And while some of us may not be beets interested on this committee or this board, but I say all that to all seriousness that promote that, because the Bronx not only needs more child care seats and more opportunities that people get employed in that, but we want to make sure also that we're trying to be healthier. You're in some competition now because the healthcare field is still neck and neck with childcare jobs. So hopefully that we expand on this. My last question is, are you at capacity, the number that you talked about, or do you have
we're in the process of enrolling.
No, but are you at capacity at the 52, or do you have the ability to expand in that space?
In the future, if there's more funding, we'll definitely expand. Because of the space, we may have to look for other space, but Crabtree's always does a community assessment and see if there's a need. I don't know if you guys know that the Bronx has the least childcare in all boroughs.
Wow.
And it's funny because if you look at the numbers, we have one of the highest birth rates in all 4 boroughs. But however, Crabtree is in the Bronx to change that. So if there is a need and we need to expand to other centers and there is funding, our friend here will be lobbying for us and going in there and getting the money, and we'll be able to see where we can expand.
So this is considered a small, medium spot?
No, well, we have the largest.
From the other spaces?
We serve 453 in the Bronx right now. So my biggest space will probably be West Farm, that it'll be about 80 children. West Farm, that's one of the biggest, 67, yeah, so. Like I said, but the best thing is that it's quality service. That's one of the things that I'm, as a regional director, I can say, being a born native, that's my goal in life, to really provide quality service to the people in the Bronx and our children, because I remember being a child and not having the best, and I want to change that. So that's why we're here. We have a great team of mental health, because our kids will get mental health there. We have a mental health consultant on board to help. We have a nutritionist. Like I said, every family will get a family worker that will support the family needs. But in addition to that, we have the resources, the benefit assistance program that would exceed what they can get, the resources. So it's a very comprehensive wraparound approach, and it's here to really have parents succeed. That's our goal in Grand Street.
So is there likely preventive services? Because I know that sometimes we're all mandated reporters, meaning your center. Before you see there's an issue where likely the administration has to get involved, how do you engage your family? You talk about
we have implementation meetings with parents, and we do parent-teacher conference similar to schools, that we talk about goal setting and observations. We also, when children are within 45 days completed ASQ, that we also see if children are delayed in some areas, and also behavior. So observations are done by a licensed mental health consultant in all classes, then about every 2 months. So there are services there in place to do that. So there is it's just a parallel program for parents and a guide for parents, child, and community to work together.
Speaking on behalf of one of our board members, Spectrum, kids, young people on the spectrum, you provide seats for,
Yes, it just has to be a setting that, that is okay for them, because we are a school, so it depends what is in their IP that, or EP that we can take them. If it's a setting, if there's a setting, like it was like 8 suits, it may not work for our program, but we'll support parents through that, and we do referrals. We are already partnered with a few agencies that provide CPSC and EI services.
thank you, Chair.
And we're also thinking about the whole family, so we're having conversations with DYCD to explore cornerstone opportunities. Currently, we have 12 that exist now, and we're willing to work with local CBOs. We're really involved in like a lot of the Saturday Night Light programs that happen across the city, so we're looking to do that to supplement the support for the younger kids as well.
Can you also, when you submit, give us a blueprint of the space, just want to see how it's laid out?
Sure.
Thank you, Chair.
And how much would the parents be paying? Would it be free? Would they get a
It's free.
financial
It's
aid?
totally free.
Oh, it's totally free. Okay.
Totally free.
Okay.
Everything is free. You guys will drop off.
That's why there's an
So
income
far.
requirement, right?
Yes.
Yes, an income. What's the income requirement?
Must be below
You have to be under the poverty guideline. However, if we have documentation, like if you take high rent, like some of our New Yorkers, properties vary like 34,000 per family of 4. I'm just taking a number out of my head, so not, but they're paying, let's say they're making more, but they're paying $2,000 of rent. We include that in there, and we bring them to the poverty line, and we will be able to get them in. And we also are allowed to take 10% over income, but we first need to serve the most neediest.
And they could apply to get like a financial aid and then.
Oh, no, this ain't.
And
But
no,
they-
Income
Oh,
in
right,
terms of
free,
below.
I don't know why.
Below.
no, it's
Well, that's what I'm saying, if it's below, let's say the parents wanna go and they have to pay because they make over you still.
no, we
But
take
this-
10%
Oh,
over
10%,
income.
okay, got it.
So, from all our families, for the 433, we're able to put 10% over income, but, again, there's some strategies, like if a child has special needs, if their family's homeless, because as you all know, the poverty guideline is sometimes a little bit not realistic for our community.
I also had a quick question. Thank you for the presentation, by the way. In terms of hiring opportunities, are there any preferred qualifications that you guys are looking for? Or is
So,
this range, yeah.
Teachers, of
Yeah.
course, if you want an early childhood education, CDA or associates, depends, there's different criteria if you're doing for 2 classrooms or 3 and 4s. If you're going for a 4 Head Start, you have to be, for your bachelor's in early childhood. If you're doing 2s, you can do CDAs with an education plan. We have maintenance higher than high school. We have cooks, they need to have high school diplomas. And right now, I think that's, so, but I always encourage everyone to apply because we also have a pipeline program that we're able to train and have them take their schooling and support them in working. And we also have positions as floaters and assistant teachers, not assistants, like assistant teachers, that these people come in 20 hours a week per diem, and that gives me a high school diploma, and we support them to continue their education if they want to.
And the information can be found on your website? Or?
Everything that I'm
Okay,
saying will be
great.
fine, and all positions are displayed.
All right, awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yep.
So then for those teacher positions, they're comparable to what public school teachers that are in DOE settings and their salary wise?
They're very similar. It's just a different schedule because it is a 12-month program. And similar, we're trying, I know that there's talks in the federal government to see how they can match it completely, but there's different benefits and so on.
And that's actually one of the advocacy issues that New Yorkers United for Childcare is focusing on, the pay parity. So public schools tend to get paid a little bit more as opposed to center-based employees, which is something we're working on.
And they get breakfast, lunch,
And
and,
snack, all healthy, yes.
and if they go longer, what time do you close? I know you
At
said 8
4
o'clock.
or 5, so the snack would be.
The cutoff right
Yes.
there, okay.
Mhm. And culturally diverse food too. We're not gonna give a child something that they may not know, but we always include some healthy options to make them expose them to that.
And medical staff on site?
We do have a health coordinator, however,
So let's,
we
if we
have
have a local reaction to
partnerships,
some
we're
food, that's all
partnering, we
that.
have talked, we're trying to have talked and partners, we're gonna partner with local hospitals and clinics to be able, Acacia, we have been, we already have one partnership in the Pelham Parkway area, and now we're gonna work around here to see
Oh,
how
yeah,
we
they
can
run
connect.
around the block from it. Really? Yeah. On the
But
block.
children get screened, within the
So
45
that
days for, development, but they also get vision and hearing. We get dental vans, we partner with Columbia Dental, and they'll come and do dental for the children, so.
The reason I only ask because of your kids, sometimes you find out their food allergies while they're in that stage, and so sometimes you have to you're the
All
immediate
our
response.
staff is trained, and they also have MAC training.
But that means, is that EpiPen?
Yeah, they can administer medication if they have to. Certain medications, but where professional development is very important for Grand Street, and all our staff are qualified. For someone that's been in the field for a while, it amazes me how much things that our staff are able to do and be trained on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again
Thank you
for
for
your
that.
time. We will talk about the book donations, and please share your job fair, so
Yes.
we can have and we'll bring some goodies to give out that week.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
How are you?
The book exchange is every first and third of the month, and if you ever wanna drop off books, you could actually just drop it off here.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could ask for Anthony.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Congratulations to the new site.
Yes, congratulations.
Wherever you guys
And the
might want to
painting.
visit, let me know.
Yes.
Yes. And houses for you guys.
That'd be awesome.
Awesome.
2026 Yankee Youth Leadership Scholarship.
So it's that time again, if I, thank you, Chair, I'm just gonna go this very, very quickly. So we're pleased to inform this committee that the New York Yankees and the Community Board will be providing a number of deserving local youth the opportunity to receive the Youth Leadership Award. The Youth Leadership Award will provide a $750 stipend to 5 deserving youth leaders nominated from each community board. In addition, the youth leaders will be recognized on field, not my English, on field, during a pre-game ceremony at Yankee Stadium in 2026. At their and the respective community board will also be there, and we'll also have some tickets for people who will be on in the audience to support our scholars. One of the New York Yankees Community Council objectives is to support and reinforce the local decision-making process. And we're requesting the input of our board by doing that. So what the nominees need to have, and I'll provide this for those who are interested in writing, you have a copy of the application. The youth leadership nominees are expected to perform at least 50 hours of leadership volunteer work as a tutor, mentor, community developer, and that I don't have that definition. That's the Yankees. And or as an advocate against violence and substance abuse in our community. The chairperson of the board will participate with the officers of the board with making the final determinations for all the nominees. So we're looking for this committee to, of course, to nominate as many people as possible. So we're asking that our nominations come into Stephen by the end of, well, not necessarily the end of March, the first week of March. So if you have a scholar, if you're interested, reach out to Stephen. He will send over the application. And when the application, the nominee form looks like this, I'll send it around. This is mine, but it has to be typed. And it should include a resume of the scholar.
Also, you have a PDF.
I have a PDF that will be sent
typable.
around. Yeah, yes, that you fill in, right. Man, that's great. Okay, so please take a chance to look it over. We'll also provide some tickets for the family at a reasonable number of family members per number of tickets per family members to be able to join the audience to watch a scholar take pictures with some Yankee stars and from the Yankee organization. We have had schools, Ms. Popis is very familiar with last year that we have had some schools that we able to get some of the scholars. So this is the opportunity. So they should be 12th graders going into graduating this year. So 12th graders with the outcomes that that I was explained that it should be able to cover. But if you're interested, please reach out to Stephen. He'll be working on coordinating this year so that we can ensure that we get the scholars recognized. I think, was it 700 or was it always 750? 750.
Actually before, because I was a recipient of it way back.
Awesome.
So it was originally 500.
500, so
Okay.
it's going up. Right, so the reason why we asked you.
Slowly, that's what
Slowly, right, if it's not.
They didn't take inflation into account. We're talking about what, 16 years ago?
Wow.
Right, and so while we see that the deadline is April 1st, we are asking for the first month of March because we want to make sure, because I think last year, we were very close. So I just want to make sure that all the scholars and everything is explained down. And I think giving folks at least a month to be able to put it together, it should be good to get as many applicants as possible. So you can recommend as many applicants as you want, and then we'll go from there.
To be clear, the applicant needs to be a resident in the community, or they can go to school.
They should be a resident of the community board. They can go to school and
They can go to school anywhere, but I'm asking, so, because some students, because in high school, a lot of students don't necessarily live in the neighborhood.
Right, yeah.
So,
We had that issue last time where we had, because each other community board has that option, options to nominate.
but you could be missing students,
Right.
right? Because they go to school somewhere
Sure,
else,
Sure.
you know, and not maybe aware that actually their application should go.
Unfortunately, yeah. We want to recognize people who live in the community board.
Okay.
And can I ask you, apologies if you said 9 through 12? Only
12th graders.
12th graders only.
Oh, 12.
12th grader only. This is supposed to be used as a stipend for the buy extra books or anything else so additional to, and it's our goal to support young people having an opportunity to have as much cash in their pocket to do a lot of positive work. So we're ready.
Sounds great.
All right.
So,
I
all right.
remember this.
And I'll send this as an email to everyone, and I'll include the superintendents and the principals as we did in the past. We have a better handle on that, and so we make sure that they are made aware. I know sometimes we have to ping the principals because you guys get so many emails throughout the day, so we'll ping them after receiving the email just to make sure that they got it and they paid some attention to nominating a student and a scholar in the area. Any questions for me? Thank you, Madam Chair. Yeah. No?
Yeah, no, I'm done with it. Wait, no, actually, no.
Old business.
Oh, business.
Is that like open floor for us?
Yes, it's done.
So I would like for us to identify the date for the job fair, particularly because earlier we had said that we would each take like a lead on area, and it's January and we need to hone in on a location. And then also I think if we can I guess we can't really address the autism workshops. Jackie's not here,
Right.
movement has been made.
With the autism, we actually got one confirmation of someone that want to partner and basically presenting their organization during that day.
On what day? When?
On the 24th, the day that we chose.
It's just nothing has happened since the day we chose. So that's why.
Okay,
And,
no,
like-
so we basically, right now, what we're doing is we're sending out confirmation to see any partners around this area that wants to speak behalf their program. So we're getting confirmation on that. We did create a Google form to see if there's any partnership or like volunteers for that day amongst us,
Okay.
like volunteers for the 24th. I did create a flyer that I wanted to pass by, but since Jackie
Awesome.
wasn't here, I wanted to wait.
Well, you can
but
maybe
if any-
email it to her or something so she can look at it.
Oh no, she's Jackie
Watching
no,
on YouTube.
Jackie for sure has seen it.
Okay.
No, I'm saying amongst us, like
Okay.
let me show you.
Well, just also a time check. Not to end this meeting. or anything. I'm talking about date check rather. It's the
Oh, yes.
14th, and we're talking about something to happen next Saturday. So how are we going to promote to try and ensure that it's a nice turnout? What time on the 24th is this event?
So right now we have it for the first from 1 to 3.
Okay.
On the 24th,
Okay.
which were great because we don't have to book exchange that day.
Right, exactly. It's our off week.
Right, so then what will happen is it will just be a little, like a little gathering. We'll have some of the kids, like let's say, I'll be promoting it, I'll say probably this weekend, I'll start posting it onto our page, because I wanted to get at least one confirmation so I could put them on the flyer.
Oh, what organizations confirmed?
That's height, I believe. Hold on,
Okay.
I just got the email. And then, I wanted to at least get one confirmation before we proceed on that.
So can I also suggest too then that we promote this to community-based organizations that are in the
Yes,
neighborhood
for sure.
that are supporting families, so that
Yes.
you just try, not just, we can't just rely on social media, but just
Well,
trying to.
no, for sure, yeah. Printing it out. The reason why I was holding on the flyer
Mhm.
was because I wanted to put
Yeah, I
anything.
got you.
Normally, if I make a flyer, I'm gonna print it out, I'll post it.
Are you having people RSVP so you can have an idea of what to
Of how
expect?
much? No, I'm not doing that. No, we haven't thought about the.
So you're just gonna, we're just hoping for the best?
People, yeah, let the people know. Jackie, since she's the leader of a lot of programs that she knows of, she would be letting the kids know, the parents know, from, those.
Okay.
So she
yeah.
still feels, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, do you think we should start promoting it for this upcoming book exchange? Maybe if they know
The
anybody.
book exchange, oh
Like
yeah.
you should have
Yeah.
flyers
Yeah, no,
already.
so that's why this, the flyer that I'm making, I just added the logo.
Yeah.
So once we print it out, we'll be giving out, this weekend, so.
You have
Okay, that's
Spanish
good, yeah.
version?
Spanish? No, I don't actually think that should be.
Yeah, that should be good, yeah.
Cause I did order Spanish autism books, so I should.
Okay, we should be.
And then it'll be somebody on site to translate during the workshop?
No translation.
So
I
what
don't
do
have
you have?
anybody translating Spanish.
We only offer this workshop in English and
What
then
time is that
Oh,
workshop?
no,
what
it's
has
not
like a
that we're
workshop?
offering only English.
Huh?
We don't offer, no, it's not that I'm offering only English. If a parent that speaks Spanish come in, I'm bilingual, I'm more than helpful to let them know exactly anything that
Awesome,
if they need.
awesome.
Now if we find somebody that speaks Spanish in any program,
Are there any translation supports with the board where,
There is,
for free?
Yeah, because of the job.
How far in advance?
I have to check the Ms. Coates, the middle that I've been responding to the chat.
So you hear that? No, I'm talking about the autism
I was
workshop.
responding in writing, I was responding tonight in writing, I'm gonna look at the research and respond back in writing.
Well, like.
She's
in
asking
Spanish?
if there's any official translation
Oh, no,
services
no.
available for board work, and I said, I wanna respond back in writing.
Well, that's what this is, like, so that workshop, so you can be engaged in the workshop instead of translating. If there are like, offices within, the city that can provide free translation for our events. That's like one
of
less
course.
thing.
Yeah, no, that'll be something that would be good, like even for all of them, like the job fairs. But for
Absolutely.
this one, no, I don't have anybody, that's like specifically coming out to speak to like the guests.
Do you have an idea what's needed from us, committee members? So the ones who are here today and the ones that are not, what's the ask from us?
If you could just represent, or if you have any
Help promote.
programs, or if you have any, IEP programs that you wanna invite, I can actually send you, your template that we did.
Awesome.
If you have any, programs that.
Or resources,
Yeah,
So continue, so I'm gonna promote the event and then also, find additional, partners that could present
That
to the
could
next
provide-
set of workshops. Is
right,
that
to
what
the
we're
next,
asking?
yes.
Okay, got it.
Awesome.
All right.
That sounds great. Yeah, I think if Jackie feels like it's on track to still be on time,
Right,
but then I trust her
Yeah,
completely.
I could,
If she still feels like it's on track, we should vote for it.
yeah, I could always, run by her and see how she feels.
If there's anything else,
Right, if she feels, little
the
iffy,
timing is so
right,
okay,
right, or if she
push
feels
it
like
back if she needs it.
if she feels like maybe no more than 10 kids is
Just to
probably
start
gonna come,
small,
right,
that's okay
right.
too, yeah.
I could definitely.
Jackie's on, so,
Yeah,
or
Jackie's
she's
on.
watching,
Yeah.
so Jackie, if you can
Let
text
us
in the
know
WhatsApp,
if
if
yeah,
you're
I'm on
good,
WhatsApp,
confirm.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, she's definitely on it.
Okay, awesome. And
we've
we'll
been-
continue to promote.
Yeah, for sure. The promotions be good.
Yes.
The flyers are ready. I just wanna add like, little partners.
Additional, right,
for anyone
confirmed.
to come in there.
Yes.
All right,
That sounds
Got it.
great.
Can we,
Stuff's are ordered, like I said, then I'll do that.
Okay, awesome.
can we
That's
confirm
exciting.
the date of the job fair?
Okay, so the job fair, we said we wanted it in April.
Yeah, so that's before I looked at my calendar. April, is spring recess.
What did
And
we did it last time? June something?
no, I think it was April last year.
Really? Oh yeah, it was because I was in the baby shop. It was April.
What was it, April? Oh, March. It was
No,
April,
it was
I thought.
April, yeah, for sure April because I know I was.
Yeah, April 5th. It was
April
the
5th.
first Saturday in April.
Wow.
So,
What date we looking?
I
June, May?
need May.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that cool? So
We could do either May 9th or 16th or 20. Wait, when Mother's Day weekend?
Mother's Day weekend is the 9th. Mother's Day is the 10th. So I don't want to compete with that.
We could do the 23rd.
Let's do the 23rd.
Okay.
Let's do May 23rd.
That works.
That works. Saturday, May 23rd. Block that in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Put my calendar for it. Yeah.
Unless, and then,
So Anthony, we're gonna need your support in helping us lock in a location. Okay.
should we choose 2 days, just in case?
And what's another day?
Just for Anthony, if Anthony has to give like 2 dates to whatever location.
All right. What's another day? I don't need to
No, I
reason.
don't know.
What's the next? What's the
No,
other
I'm
option
saying,
the other day?
Maybe the 30th?
Okay.
What's
I
the
can.
May 30th, is anything?
That's the Memorial Day.
We can-
Well, the 23rd is Memorial Day weekend. The 23rd is
23rd?
Memorial Day weekend.
So that may
Also,
be
we
a
can
problem.
do that.
Why? You going?
No, I'm just-
I'm not. If y'all are,
That may be a problem.
No, I don't think, but what if people?
That may be a problem.
Yeah, you don't got no-
wow, they looking for a job. I mean, they
No,
could.
people priority.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like what it is, what it is.
I just want to say that may be a problem finding a space, free space.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Okay.
Because it's
holiday.
holiday, then there will be.
So we
Okay.
can offer the 30th and an alternate be the 23rd.
Okay, so we do the 30th, June is to, whatever, and then the 6th,
The 6th of what?
June, that's the
So,
first.
so what happened
Yeah, I
with the
can't.
16th of May?
The 16th of May we can,
I do.
because Mother's Day is.
Is the 10th, so.
Oh,
yeah.
great, all right, so.
That would just conflict with the book exchange.
Oh,
We could pause the
That's
book,
all.
or maybe
I
we
mean-
could flop, we could switch it, put the book
Ooh.
exchange.
Well, we're
The
supposed to be
last-
outside.
yeah, because that
Okay.
day we'll probably be at the 3rd Avenue bid. We got confirmation to be at the train station that day with the bid.
When? Book exchange?
If it's every 1st and 3rd,
Mhm.
we're putting in, like on my updates for me, the bid, we're working with the bid to put in the permits. So we got
So that's the
approval for
second.
that day, for the 2nd and the 16th. We could have a team there
I
and a
can't
team
do
at
the
the job
30th.
fair.
I might be on a field trip with students to Canada.
How about the 9th? Oh, cool.
May is over. That's
How about the 9th? Sorry, oh, that's Mother's Day
Mother's
That's
Day
weekend.
Mother's Day
yeah.
weekend, the 16th, so let's do the 6th of June.
June 6th?
I may not be back by then, and this trip that
So if we do April, maybe April 25th, what we said about the
I
25th?
can't do the 25th.
Okay, 11?
There will be some Saturdays that are
That's spring
frozen
recess
for another
extension.
committee event.
You said what?
In April, there would be there's some Saturdays that are frozen for another committee's event.
The
What
third-
is
Health
it?
and Human Services, support, health system symposium.
When is it?
In, April and May, the month of April and May, on the Saturdays, all Saturdays, April and May.
So what does that have to do with our?
I'm just saying that staff, I'm gonna have, well, I'm just saying that.
You mean you can't multiply
resources-
yourself? Like what? What are you
You can
saying?
do that, I wanna start charging
Alright,
more.
So June
What
13th.
are you saying? You can't be in 2 places at one
I
time?
have babies and
June
traps, I
13th,
can't.
guys.
June 13th could be
Ooh,
the best
child.
bet.
June 13th.
That could be
But
the
they
best
already
bet.
locked that in for April and May, the, Health and Human Services locked in their events for every
Okay.
Saturday in April and May.
Every
Right?
Saturday.
What are their events? Like what are you
I'm
talking?
screaming.
Health symposiums, they're doing health workshops at Lincoln hospitals, so
Oh,
they're doing
Lincoln
their too.
Hospital.
So they're
Oh,
locking
they
in.
right here.
No, I'm just telling you that as far as
Oh.
resources, budget
Oh, you-
stuff is gonna.
Like
That's
how
what I'm
many
saying.
employers are at Lincoln Hospital? Many of
No, he's saying the committee that they're
The
gonna be
committee is locked in.
Our
so
committee
that's what I'm
is-
saying.
the
They have an
committee-
event.
volunteers basically. He's gonna be at.
They have an
the
event
Lincoln
in
Hospital.
April and May at Lincoln Hospital. They're
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
discussing
every
that today.
Saturday,
Every
April and
Saturday,
May.
April and May, they're gonna be discussing that with the executive committee this month.
It's all day on a Saturday too.
It is from 1 to 3. is my understanding right
We
now.
were once
But we're
the
still in the
market
planning
in.
stages.
Oh, it ain't like
But they-
confirmed.
They have moved that part, we have they planned the whole thing out.
That's
Oh,
fine.
yes,
I'm
that's
just
okay.
saying that that's not gonna impact our day.
Right,
Whatever
but
we
he's saying
decide.
that there's probably gonna be people from the community board at the
Right,
Lincoln
staff
Hospital.
and everything.
Every Saturday in April and May.
Yeah, I mean, let's,
You see
Let's
how,
just assume maybe, yeah.
but
Wow.
even the frequency of that, that's
I mean,
like
there's
saying
probably
that we
gonna-
can't do a job fair in
I'm
April
not
and
saying
May
you can't
because
do it, I'm just saying
like-
where their resources are already there, they already had their stuff already planned, and maybe we're doing that.
But wait a moment.
So what we do
Let me
is,
just answer the questions.
no, this is what we could do. We could do a Google form, like how we did for everything else.
Mhm.
And we could see how many people could volunteer for the date of the job fair.
But you won't have community board resources, budget and everything else, money to do stuff. This is why I'm telling you.
Well, what I guess where I'm drawing like I'm having a hard time understanding this is that this has become we said since the inception that this will be an annual event, springtime event. So it's not like this is something that we had a good idea
What was
today.
that last time?
It was in
It
April.
was April,
Yeah, we said it was gonna
But
be
you,
on.
but you guys are figuring out dates now. But that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
You
no.
guys don't have a
No,
date. You're talking about dates now. I'm talking about they had. You say annual event. It's not annual if you guys are figuring out a
First
date.
of all, we didn't even know who was all on the committee until when? Today? Okay.
We're still
And
working on that.
like if you want to get into the nuances of like the dates and whatnot, we can go there, but I don't think we need to go there. So the reality is this. I don't think we should plan in regards to what other people are doing. Whomever can support is going to support. Because the reality too is this does take a lot of work and it required more than who was at the table initially. So if this is going to be something that's going to be an annual event,
you gotta push it
then we
forward.
need to have a second round of it. If we don't want to do that, fine. But I recall a few months ago, we all confirmed that we were going to have a
This is one
job
of our
fair.
priorities.
No,
right?
we said,
Yeah.
we said
We
the
should move
date.
forward.
We said that, we said that it was gonna be our second annual.
Definitely.
So going back to the initial question, what are the
Wait, but,
proposed dates?
June 13th.
so June 13th, so is that going
So
to
move forward.
interfere with what you said
I think
money-wise?
that you should bring this up to the executive committee. Is my understanding when you talk about an annual event, you have it at the same time each year. And I am concerned that we, that we will overwhelm our team, my staff, budget, and everything else, if I commit stuff without being realistic. So I'm a straight shooter.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you
Could we do
that
April?
we gotta get you guys, as far as planning, if you have an annual event, we have to gotten further with planning.
This is
Health
so
and Human-
frustrating.
The Health and Human Services, let me just finish.
Go
The
ahead.
Health and Human Services Committee has already scheduled and planned almost the entire April, March, April, May, going into June, until
But not
August.
just that, but we only knew who was going to be who was in the committee yesterday. Like, if this is the list, those who signed
You
in,
only have two
this is the
addition-
same thing.
You only have 2 additional new members.
and that took us how long to find that out?
So you're saying that the contingent to you planning it because you didn't know that you had 2 additional members?
What I'm saying is the delays in which anything can get done is like it's preventing us from being greater than we can be. And it's frustrating that the ideas and the movement, like, oh, well, we have like to even say that almost April and May is not an option. That's like, and then it's not even like a hone in on what time their event is. So I'm fine with us hosting something that can be the same date as someone else because we were
I
still
agree.
hosting the
Book
book exchange. The book
We're
exchange is
gonna
not happening
keep
in
on
April and
moving.
May because they have the thing going on in Lincoln Center. Would the space be not available because we're planning to be outside
We're gonna be outside.
where we have to cart books from
To
here to
Third Avenue.
there, like.
Like,
I
we should
think
still
to
move
be
forward.
fair, the staff have been extremely helpful to the events that are happening.
Yeah.
Book fair, pantry, everything else. We haven't received everybody in this committee being coordinated with the stuff at the event. So I get with your frustration, but I think
Yeah.
you should direct it in the energy that says that maybe the committee has to have those things planned out. And
Anthony, what I'm saying is we
Can
didn't have a
I
committee.
complete my idea?
Sure.
Is that the committee, you only have 2 2 new members. That's all you have. And one member has been part of that, all those these events. He's been at the book fairs. So all I'm saying to you is that I'm just explaining to you what the facts are. And the facts is that staff are dedicated in April and May to that stuff. Now, if you want to put it together, put it together. But I think that we need to rally up folks that we don't see around this table to be more participating in making sure that the successful events happen.
Like getting.
Anthony, today is the first day you confirmed that there's 2 new members of this committee. When we've been asking who's on the committee, who's on the committee since the new welcoming of new members.
So you
Wait. I'm still going. That was one period, but I'm going to continue. Then we confirmed that we were going to do this book exchange every first and third Saturday for the season. I'm referring to this as season because the summer we're off, right? So the ending being June.
Right.
So what is, again, we've discussed going to the 3rd Avenue
working with the bid
site, like working with the bid
in the permit
since December, September, October. Like this is not something new. So are you saying that that's going to be an issue?
Is that disrupted at all, or
what I'm saying to you is I'm telling you the facts that as they go on.
Okay.
And I'm saying to you is that reality is that I think this issue is not that we did not know there were 2 new members. One who's been present at almost every. Let me just complete my statement, please. That we just have 2 additional members. I think that we have to figure out how do we coordinate any event that this committee is doing with the participation of everybody who's part of that committee. I'm just informing you of that our staff is also going to be split, minus 1 staff person, going to be split between at another event that's already planned out almost the entire subject. That's it.
All right, so
And so I'm just telling you the facts.
But we can
all right, so
What I hear you saying
So
is that we cannot, that your frustration is that you didn't know you had 2 additional members. I'm trying to say, is that really
no,
the
that's
issue?
not frustration.
No,
It
she
made
just
it
said
seem
that we couldn't
how
do
we couldn't
anything?
do anything because of the budget.
But you're just saying to be mindful
I
of
don't know,
staff.
I'm not waving my hand on giving bad body language, I'm just trying to speak, this is the fact, so I'm just help me communicate with.
It was just about, all
I'm
right,
giving you
so
positive body language.
what we could do is, we could rewind to how much everything cost on the day of the job fair, how many people were there, how many people we feel like we need, and if, we could keep the same people,
Yeah,
and if
it should be
with the
able to.
volunteer, what we could do is we could tell Nisha if she could make a volunteer form.
Yep, she just did one
And
for the
what we
book
do is we
exchange.
keep the people that were there in the first place on permanent, and then we put the volunteer sheet out to see if anybody else want to partner. I'll be here this time, like because last year I wasn't able to be here. Now, what we could see is budget wise, Anthony, do you recall how much you spent on the food that we were giving out to the employers and the committee? Do you
I
recall?
spent out of my own pocket, that's
Well, no,
not
not
the
in your
reimbursement,
own pocket.
that's where the money came from. That's what I'm saying, so I wanna
All right,
make
oh,
that,
wait.
I wanna make that clear that I have myself personally invested in anything that we all do personally out of my own finances, over $500 for the last year's
Which we
event.
appreciate you.
Yes, we
Now-
appreciate that.
And it has not been reimbursed yet.
Why, because of the city? The city
No,
hasn't
because
reimbursed
we
it?
don't have the budget.
Oh.
But I invest in making sure that success of these events happen.
Right.
And I don't get comp time or overtime for doing Saturdays, book fairs, or anything. So I just want the same respect that I give verbally and physically
No,
to
of course.
folks.
I completely understand. We were just confused because when you mentioned that there wasn't gonna be any members available, that's what confused us. And when you mentioned budget.
Listen, if we want to decide if we want to have this or not, I'm fine, because this is not my job. This is something that I'm doing that requires more than 2 meetings a month
Yes.
in order to bring it to fruition. So if this is something that the board doesn't want to do or support or back, fine. Like, I'm okay with that. All right, but just say that, because I have tons of ideas with the whole purpose of serving the people of this community. I don't live in this community, but I work in this community for the past 10 years. I'm invested in this space. I believe this is a gem that more attention needs. So I work backwards in order for events to happen. We make things happen here.
Yes,
right?
we do.
And
So
I came out of pocket
what
too.
what I'm hearing is that we're not sure we want to make this happen or not. If that's not the
we
case,
should.
then we don't have to. The book exchange is gaining
have
great
everything.
friction.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's moving. I
It
came
is.
here twice this week to drop off books
That's
because
so
my car
exciting.
was packed. So, and I have other colleagues who are waiting to donate books.
Yeah,
So we want
We're
to focus
hearing a
that
positive
for
mission.
2026. So be it.
But the job fair also
I
was
mean,
such
the
a
job
success
fair,
last
Do we
it was
have
a
any other
success.
funding opportunities? Can we get anything else, or is this
So-
we're just relying on?
So
I remember what you said,
really don't
Anthony, that
need-
like we have to plan in advance to tell the executive committee what
Right.
we needed for the
So
whole year.
Exactly. So the responsibility is that whenever events, the chair acts in the beginning, almost 2-3 months ago, that we, as any committee that has events, to plan for it, to bring it to the executive committee.
Right, that's
And
what we
then
did last
time,
time.
the last time, and she asked that we finalize that this month. So those are, so that we can be able to allocate dollars, allocate staff time, and resources. And so with that, what I'm just saying to you, what I'm trying to express is just the reality of what's happening, so that if you guys are doing this event, that we be mindful of what else is happening, and that we have more than, like Ms. Popper said, 2 meetings a month, so that this is happening, and that we also find ways to passionately engage the other members of these boards, of this committee, to be positively involved in this. Other resources we can do is, we are at City Council discretionary dollars that we are advocating for, and that's the deadline's in February, and that's for next fiscal year. So it's not even for now. So all I'm trying to express is this reality of what we have here, and that we have going on, and that there is another committee that is, because I don't want us to get to that date, and then people are that folks are concerned that, where's the staff? Where's the resources? Where's that? We talked about it. Where are we going? Where are things happening?
Okay.
So-
Well, it wouldn't be the day of,
Okay.
because we would have confirmed who was going to be a part of it way before the day of. Not just that, but then we're going to leverage our own people. Like, if we want to get something done, if we're agreeing to, I know if I put my name on it, it's going, like, I'm going to make
Of course,
sure
yeah.
that
The good thing is
so
that we have the supplies. So for the tables, we have the supplies.
we need a location.
No, the location is the main thing. Now we just have to make sure it's free, because of course,
A location requires a date.
right. So
This
now
is
we
where
got
we're
the 13th, we said, of June. So the 13th of June. The 13th, that's it. And the 20th we can't, because it's already finishing school, right? I mean,
When is our last book exchange?
When is the last for this? Let me pull up our book exchange spreadsheet. Last one for the season should be CB1. Because I actually just got an email from the team at the bid, and they're excited to work with us to get the grants for what is it called? We have to get the approvals to be able to move into the bid. Let's see, CB1 book exchange. We have, which is exciting, June 20th. So June 6th and June 20th. Now, if we want to cut it off in June and just end in May, we can. If we want to,
book fair.
we can cut off the book fair in May and do June 6th book job.
Yeah,
We
the job
could
fair.
if we need to.
No, June 6th she can't.
Oh,
I
you
think
still
so.
can't.
13th. June the 13th.
I just think that's so late.
It is late.
Okay.
And
March is too early.
So what dates are we all available then in April and May?
yeah, let's confirm our availability and work around that.
I don't have anything right now for April or May, so.
I can do any Saturday in May up to the 23rd.
So we do what we said about the 16th? What was the issue?
The book exchange,
So let's take
I
the book
think,
exchange off
yeah.
that day.
Which day's that?
the
The
16th.
16th.
Okay.
You said the 16th, right?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
different, yeah.
That's fine. I can let the bid know.
Wait, oh, and then that was the actual day? So maybe
Yeah.
we could switch it. Maybe we could like.
I'll do the 9th instead of the 16th.
No, I'm saying with the book exchange, so we won't have to tell them like, hey, we
Yeah,
can't do
so
that
I'm
date.
saying the 9th
Mhm.
instead of the 16th.
Oh, for the
The
bid?
9th is the second Saturday.
Okay, alright, so we're gonna do the 9th with the bid then,
Sure.
and then the 16th with, so we won't tell them
Because the
no.
9th then we can also promote for the job fair the following week.
Correct. Yep,
Okay,
makes sense.
so
Oh.
so we would do, so I'll tell the bid May 2nd and May 9th.
Yes.
2 consecutive Saturdays
Yes.
that month. Oh, sure, we'll see what we can do.
Or maybe we could do 2 or the third, oh no, because that's Memorial.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say the 2 and
The 23rd is Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, so what about the 30th?
I can't do it because
No,
I
no,
think
the
I'm
book
committed
fair.
to it.
I mean, the book exchange. The 2nd and the 30th?
The 2nd and the 30th? Sure. Second-
Or unless we really want action, we could just promote it. We could do 2 and the 9th, so we could promote those 2.
Yeah, I was just thinking the 2nd and
Yeah.
9th we can promote more action. for the
Okay.
16th.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll do the 2nd and the 9th.
Okay, I'll ask him.
And then the 16th is the book fair. I mean, not 15th.
It's the job fair.
It's the job fair,
That'd be our first option.
May 16th.
I'm gonna circle back to the locations that
Yeah.
we
Then we reached out.
reached out to prior. No, I'll tell you.
It would be a beautiful outdoors.
Right.
Exactly. I love it.
Botanica guy.
I love it.
The Botanzas, I meant to say. Botanzas has a location.
Yeah, that and it was just a form and I think it was free.
We could probably also ask the 40th precinct.
Oh yeah, their space, but I thought their space was
Oh
small.
yeah, I think they did say this space is small. But we could probably reach out to the other locations that we did prior. And then
Well, not the Y, because that's
the
a
Ys
fee and they went
unless
up.
somebody there is different and we could talk to them. But, and then we have the emails. We could get the same people. We could get the same people to come back as well. We could reach out to them to see if they answer.
Well, that's why I was saying we needed to hone in on dates so that we can
Mhm,
start
mhm.
planting those seeds about who we can circle back to and the new people that we need to circle back to. And I also think how we categorize different employers and organizations, because it became like a job and resource sort of fair instead of just a job fair,
Because we
which is
did-
fine.
Yeah, I think we did one down, but it was a back and forth with it, and then we ended up just having.
Right. Well, I think also because it was younger people, younger
Right, and
youth
parents
that was there. So
Okay. So we have, so the May 16th, and then it's not really another date. Other than that date. And if worst come to worst, maybe the 13th. That would be the worst,
the what?
cause if the 9th,
Oh, June 13th.
worst come to worst, cause I feel like since that's the only time in May that we could do.
Mm-hmm.
The
The alternate.
if I guess worst come to worst, that'll be the last day. The time, same timing. How did we feel the last time? Cause I wasn't here, so I don't know how.
What was the time? Was it like
It was
10 to
10.
1 or 10 to 2 or
We
something?
had to set up, and then we
Oh,
started at 1.
9. I wrote all this stuff down so
Yeah,
I
no,
could
yeah,
find it in
Yeah,
a shared
and then we
document.
could- mhm. But how did you
Um,
feel? Do you remember how you felt? Like it started too early? Do you feel like it need to start later?
Off the top, I don't remember.
All right.
Because I it has to do with what's available.
Right, and where? Okay. All right. So what we need to do is we could plan a date amongst us so we could circle back on the job fair.
Totally.
Andres, I have you already on our group chat.
Yeah,
Did you
so
approve
we
it?
can.
Cause I know I had to send you like an
Oh yeah,
invitation.
I'm good. So we can also send messages there throughout the week. We
Yes.
have no
Yeah.
idea, so
We could
we don't have to
start
stop here.
already, cause we do, let me go back.
And who's the new person on this list?
Andres and Claudia Reyes.
Reyes.
Or Reyes Claudia.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for the job.
Have you spoken to Reyes? yet? You know who that person is?
Reyes? No.
Is he a new member or
She,
chief? Oh, yeah. Are they? You shouldn't.
they're a new member,
Yeah.
but we.
What was the job? Oh, no, okay, you have job fair 2026.
Mhm.
So we could start Winfield High, so it could just come up on everybody. Did you get it? Just.
Let me see.
Well, he has to be a part of that group to
Oh,
job
yeah,
here. So you know you can look at all of the smaller groups because you're now in the CB1 community and you can join. So there's job fair 2026. You can join if you
Okay,
want.
gotcha, yeah.
So
Okay,
updates
so
will be shared in that.
And then that's where you'll be putting any information.
Mhm.
For this. So here we're gonna start off like putting. Alright, so far we have me, Joyce, Andres, Jacqueline, Anthony, and me and Christina.
Thank you.
Well, Christina can join on her own. Like people can join on their own once they're in the community.
Just so that since we're here right now. Just talk about high. And then what we do is so far we have those 2 dates. And then we'll keep each other posted there.
Absolutely. And I'll just share quick updates on book exchange stuff. Like I
Okay.
said, I got an email from our Connect at the bid. We're gonna meet and talk about filling in the permits for the spring dates at the bid in front of the train station. I'm also working on a Google form specifically for the book exchange. NYSHA got it started where people will be able to sign up to volunteer for the days
Yes.
and join us at the table. So it's not just us. And so Anthony, is it okay when I make this Google form, would you be willing to email it to the whole board?
Sure.
Okay. And then lastly,
So who's gonna be there this Saturday though? Because we have a lot of
This
books to
Saturday.
inventory.
This Saturday?
I'm
What's
going
the
to
Saturday?
Councilmember
I
Justin
just wanted to
Sanchez's
confirm.
inauguration ceremony, but I hope I can make it before or after.
The 17th.
1 to 3. 1 to 3 ceremony starts at 2. 1 to 3. I could be at the exchange today this Saturday from 1 to 2, but I'll have to leave at 2.
Is it nearby? Yeah, where you
Oh,
need to go?
Councilmember Sanchez's, that's gonna be on 172nd Street.
Mm.
So
I
you'll be
can
able to
do-
get there.
I should be able to get there okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
Well,
right there, it's not
can you
far.
get there? Can you come earlier to start with the inventory?
Yeah, definitely. I can do some inventory. I can be here
Or
like
are you
12:30.
passing out pantry stuff in here
Every Saturday.
inside?
Inside. Okay.
So we can't even start
Oh.
until after.
Oh, right.
Tomorrow, Saturday will be 30 degrees.
Oof. My fingers are still coming back from the mayor's inauguration. I could be here 1 to 2, and we can do what we can, and then we can do some inventory, and maybe I'll work on this Google form so that Anthony, if you'd be willing to send it out tomorrow.
As soon as I receive it, we can turn it around.
Okay.
Are you here on Saturday? What about you, Andres?
Yep, I've been doing the pantry. So,
Okay, perfect.
And then I'll
Awesome.
make sure to bring technology so that we
Do some more inventory.
Can we use
Perfect.
Diana's computer to also inventory like online?
Because right now is where we're holding on the boxes so you can make space. Yeah, sure.
I'm saying log on so that we can have multiple people type
Is
it.
is the Google Doc
It's a share.
shareable? So
Yeah.
share with the BX01 address, and then we can.
Because the BX01 is already over there, so you can just access it directly.
Perfect. And then maybe one thing we can think about for the future is like, when's the deadline to submit our programming to the executive board so that we receive funding and all the stuff you suggest, Anthony, like when we can do that for next year. That's something we can keep in
That
mind.
is something that's a question for the executive committee to make those decisions are made in that
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay. So I guess Steph, since you're a member of the executive committee, so you can keep us up to date on what our committee
Yes.
can do in the future,
For sure.
so we can get all the funding we want and you don't have to pay out of pocket.
Yeah. Because I didn't know you still haven't got.
Yeah.
It's fine, that I'm committed, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Anything else?
Well, the good
That's
thing is
good.
that we bought all the stuff that we did from last time.
Right.
I could get, I have my connect with the flyers is cool, like I
Christina.
can get the flyers.
Oh,
Oh,
are those the,
what is that?
okay. Are those little stands that go at the table?
Yeah.
Oh,
For the book?
For like,
Oh,
No.
that's amazing.
For
or,
the
Nice, because like children, young adults, like little signs.
Like signs.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
for getting that. Thank you so
We
much.
also need to get bins, clear bins,
Bins.
Ooh, that's a
Okay.
good idea.
because
I
home
could get
boxes are
them.
like so
Yeah.
Like, wait, do we want them hard
stacked.
or
Yeah,
soft?
what's
Mm.
hard to put books in because those boxes.
Because books weigh, when you put a lot of books, it
Yeah.
gets very heavy,
Okay.
you don't want them to break,
Yeah.
or like you don't want the bins.
No, because I have I have a lot of decor stuff at the house, and what I did was I bought big bags and I just shoved put them in, and they really heavy duty bags, like they I could bring
I was
one
thinking
to
of
see.
it being clear or.
No, they
you know,
are
we can-
clear.
And we can write on it to,
Like
because it's
to
to help
what?
us continue to sort the books.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of bins in terms of stacking. So if it's,
Right.
if it's.
No,
cool
it's
with
stackable. The only
stackable.
reason why I say the bags is because the bag is bigger than the bin. And then
I
you
see what
can
you're saying.
stack,
I think I have some storage bags like
like
that
you know
too.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like they really huge, like they are like this big, and you can stack.
But it still it has to. I'm thinking also us being able to carry it.
Yeah, I mean, but if we carrying it, I mean, it does have hand.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying, but carrying it through the cars when we are
Go
going
to
to
the
Third
the.
Avenue. Okay.
I use them. Let me show you. I just bought some from my.
So I'm gonna leave these here.
That's perfect. And my apologies, I was gonna schedule another like check-in virtual meeting, but it got so busy on my end, so,
Oh,
but I think we're on our
and how
way.
about this?
So
Yeah.
actually, we could schedule the first virtual meeting for the job fair.
Maybe. Mm-hmm.
I'll check my calendar and I'll.
Okay,
You'll
yeah,
send out a
do that,
little-
and you could put that
Mhm,
through. We could probably do
And
it
then I'll
before
check
the
like my
end of this month.
availability.
Yeah, I can do a survey.
That'd be
Okay,
great, like a little
yeah,
poll,
like how we
yeah.
started, so
Exactly.
then honestly, I feel like we'll put the information out, we'll do it like we did last time. Whoever could join.
Yep.
Whoever cannot, not. We write down what we do, what we think, if, we'll see how much, if we're gonna get food, water, whatever, we'll see how much that is, what we need, whatever, and then we'll try to run through that. But we're all done here for the day.
Yes.
Can I have a motion to end the meeting?
Christina, motion to end the meeting.
Second?
Oh, I am just going to go second the motion.
Great, thank
Awesome.
you.
All right.
Thank you. Do this right now before